It is time to get uplifted. Thank you for joining me, friends. I'm Allison Seymour. Many of us say, I love you. We say it often. We tell it to our kids before they go to sleep and to our spouses or significant others when they come home from work. We tell it to our coworkers when they save the day, and even to strangers when they do something that really touches us deeply. Of course, we know when someone tells us that phrase, it feels like a warm hug, makes us dance a little bit inside, and can also make us feel more secure, and it can reduce stress. So why are we talking about love? You may be thinking, well, it's not Valentine's Day yet. You're right. But October 14th is National I Love You Day. Did you know that? It's meant for us to remind our loved ones we appreciate them. So in this episode of Get Uplifted, we're highlighting ways that you can say I love you through your actions. And no, you don't have to use Hollywood's big grand gestures as your playbook. You don't have to sing outside of somebody's window. You don't have to climb a tower. Instead, just make time for your friends and your relatives and your relationships. TikTok star and pseudo relationship coach David D. Piero shared his advice for that person in your life that's a certified yapper. Take a listen.
Her love language is telling you a bunch of random things that happened to her today. All right, and you better act like every detail is the plot twist of a thriller, because to her, the printer jammed at work is not small talk. Okay, it's a confession, right? The barista spelled my name wrong. That's basically trauma for her. Okay, my coworker sighed too loudly is an international crisis. Right? Here's the thing: she doesn't want solutions. Be very careful about this. She doesn't want advice. She just wants you to look shocked when she says that Sandra from HR microwaved fish again. Okay, you don't fix that. You gasp. Okay, you act like you're personally invested in Sandra's downfall. Okay, she just wants a teammate. She wants to know you understand her. That's it. Okay, it's not about the story, it's about the connection.
See, David gets it. And for that person in your life whose love language is physical touch, make sure you give them a big old tight hug. Earlier this year, we spoke to TikTok influencer and DMV native Daniel Lee, and he spent today giving out hugs to strangers while walking around the district. Daniel shared the impact of doing this. Where did you do this? Because, you know, social media just goes such a long way. Where did you put these hugs, the documented hugs? Was that on your social media?
Yeah, that was on my TikTok page. You know, we just drove out to DC and decided to record a video.
Yeah. And how'd you come up with that?
Yeah, so originally I wanted to start a TikTok page where I'm making more positive content, positive videos. So I saw another person do it online, so I was like, why not? Just shoot it right here local in DC. So I got a bunch of friends. We just went, shot a video, and kind of had fun with it. So
what did the hug represent when you thought you want to do something positive? You want to do something that's going to, you know, sort of be intriguing for your page. How'd you settle on the hugs?
Yeah, so you know, like, you know, hugs always make people feel better, especially, you know, just random people, strangers. They don't expect a hug every day. Some, you know, it's always a good feeling, a good positive feeling, especially when, you know, just out of a random hug just coming at you, and then, you know, people are smiling, they're laughing, they're like, why are you doing this? I'm like, just spreading positivity so their face lights up, and, you know, it's a good time.
I love it. Now, what was this? Was this downtown DC?
Yeah, this is downtown DC.
Okay.
I think around, I forget the exact area. We were just walking around for a bit.
Yeah, now I see that one man there rebuffing the hug. How dare he? But, you know, we live in a sort of jaded society right now, divided society. Look, I love that. How many hugs to not hugs did you get? What was the ratio, would you say? More hugs or less hugs?
Honestly, I thought it was going to be 10 rejections to like 1. Yeah. But honestly, it went pretty well. I'd say it's pretty, maybe like a 7 to 3, more hugs and you know, rejections. But yeah, so it was a great time.
So we know how that made them feel. If you accept the hug, it just always makes you feel better. How did it make you feel giving the hug?
It was better than I thought. It was awesome. You know, just spreading positivity, seeing their smile.
Yeah.
You know, it was great.
So how many days did you do this over? Was this just one day?
Yeah, it was just one day.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was so much fun the first time, so we decided just, hey, let's go to a different area and just record another video.
Do it again. Yeah. What's one memory or one thing that left an imprint on you, impacted you from this whole experiment? What can you leave us with?
Oh, definitely. You know, just seeing people smile, uplifting
Yeah.
someone's day. Maybe they're having a bad day, and then that hug kind of brightens it up, and
Yeah.
that's a great feeling. It's a really wholesome feeling.
I love it. How do people follow you on social media?
I'm at Dan's Left Ankle on TikTok, and that's where I make videos. Usually I make pretty funny content, but that day I just decided to make
Yeah.
a positive video.
Of course, we know that many of you might want to buy something to express your feelings. A gift is always nice. This option is perfect for your kids, your friends, significant other, and it can be totally personalized too. Ryan Cosbert has been knitting since she was just 12 years old. She spent the past few years seeing her crochet and knitted pieces online. She's been selling them online, I should say. And as you can see, she's made everything from hats to dresses. And look at that cute bag. Ryan spent many years in our area, but now she lives in New York. And lucky for us, she has agreed to join us on Zoom. Thanks so much, Ryan. How are you today?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So it's all about love today, and for some of us, giving a gift is our love language. So we wanted to just highlight some of the beautiful work that you do. Before we look at some of those pieces, though, can you tell us about why you started knitting at such a young age and crocheting, and what that impact has been in the world of the fiber arts community?
Yes. So I originally started knitting and crocheting as a way to kind of escape. I'm a painter. So when I was younger, I was doing a lot of paintings and drawings, and I wanted to find a new way to express myself. And so I started off with learning to knit, and then slowly after I learned to crochet. And within that, I began to post on social media. And that's pretty much my introduction into the fiber arts community. I got the chance to meet fellow knitters and crocheters online and in person. And through that, I started to realize how beautiful the community is and being able to admire and share our crafts. But also, I started to realize how powerful and just as expressive it is to comparing to fine arts.
You know, we're talking about maybe gifting people. So why would you think it would really be really special to receive, a knit or crocheted item? Most of the time we think about, chocolates or gift cards or things like that. What would be the special impact that you hope for when one of your pieces or other pieces, knitted or crocheted, are given? What do you think that impact is on the person who receives that?
To me, it's a representation of time, love, and care. But then also, since these are handmade items, there's no two pieces that are the same. So it's very personal. And of course, cards and chocolates are amazing. But with handmade items, I feel it's a way to give someone love, creativity, and warmth.
Yeah. I agree. Do you have anything in front of you that you can show us? We've been looking at some of your creations, but do you have anything you're working on?
Yes. So I made this hat here
So
that I'm
cute.
wearing today. And then also I made this pillow.
Now, how long would something like that take for you to do?
If I'm working consistently, it could take a few days, 1 to 5 days. I knit pretty fast. And then I have some more hats here. This one is crochet. The hat I'm wearing here is
Yes.
knit. I have a crochet hat.
So how can people, because time is fleeting, how can people get in touch to purchase some of these handmade items with love from you? How do we get in touch with you?
You can contact me on Instagram at Because Ryan, but then also I have a fiber arts page that's Made Within Hope. And then also you can visit my website, Abstract Point of View, where I'll be posting a store where these items can be purchased.
Awesome. Please do it before the holidays. I have my phone ready trying to follow you so that we can give some of these beautiful designs. Thank you so much, Ryan, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you can't go wrong with flowers either. This winter, Samara Banks joined me in studio and shared tips for choosing the perfect floral arrangement based on the occasion and who you're giving it to. And she is part of the Lee family. You may know their family's iconic flower shops. Lee's Flower Shop is celebrating their 80th year in business in the district. Here's her advice. Tell me about like picking that perfect flower. Like what goes into that if somebody comes into the shop and they say, I don't really know where to start?
Okay, absolutely. There's a lot that comes with building your perfect bouquet. Number one, I love to ask the occasion, whether it's an anniversary, a birthday, even just because, of course, Valentine's Day. All of those kind of give you an idea of the look that the person is going for.
Yeah.
So once you picked out your occasion, now we go into color scheme and what perfect colors to make it look beautiful and for the occasion.
Right.
Then you want to know, okay, the pricing. Do you want a huge, showy Miss America bouquet
Yes.
presentation style, or do
Okay.
you want like a cute, petite, posy style bouquet?
Right.
But whatever, so it kind of is like a mini consultation.
Okay.
Kind of picking your brain and to see what the look that you're going for, and once you choose that, you have the idea to make the perfect bouquet.
Right. I love that. So don't
Thank
just
you.
think you're coming in and getting something.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I love
okay,
it.
we make it a big deal,
I
an
love
experience.
it. And so when a person gets that perfect bouquet, the flowers, the style, and all, like if somebody is I'm not even trying to be funny, but a cutesy and demure little person,
Yeah, cutesy
they
and demure.
they might not want like a big, huge, like you
Exactly.
said. Right. So it shows that you care about what they want.
For
too.
sure, yeah.
Okay.
You kind of read your person, and as well as have the conversation, and so that you can just make their ideas come to life.
Yeah,
and
I love
it's
it.
a good experience.
Okay.
For
So
sure.
you're going to show us how to make the perfect
Absolutely,
bouquet.
I'm going to show you guys.
Okay, so tell me, what do we? So this is what we come in and we see like all these different.
Yeah, so all
Okay.
the flowers are the stems are cut. They're in fresh water, and we pick as you go.
Okay.
I chose these flowers. I called them up this morning. I said, please give me this, that, and the third, because I wanted to make like a nice, bright and cheerful. Could be a birthday bouquet. It has the
yeah.
orange, yellows, pinks, greens. So it could be like a birthday bouquet, a Goodwill bouquet, or just because.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to start with like kind of like our focal flowers. We have roses.
And I said they look so beautiful. They almost look artificial. They're so perfect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. All right. So I'm going to start with some roses. I always start with one focal flower. I'm going to start with the big one.
Okay.
And then I like to go in. So now I'm going to put one on either side, a different color. And then I'll pick a different color, different flower.
So the balance, you're looking at the balance.
The
and
balance,
yeah.
make it look a little bit symmetric,
Okay.
and that's what makes it look floral, like
Okay.
a floral arrangement.
Now, when you get that, you know that somebody has thought about you.
Yeah.
They thought about your colors. They thought about
Absolutely.
how you are, your energy.
Yes.
And all of that.
Yes, we like
Yeah.
to make it an experience. You know, you guys can get flowers from Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, but I like to make an experience where as though you're comfortable, you're getting your specifications met. You can do a custom order, and it gets wrapped with love and everything like that. So it's a different experience from going to the grocery store and getting your flowers
It
there.
really is. Okay,
Yeah.
and the time that we have left, can I help you do
Oh,
that?
yeah,
Or-
absolutely.
okay.
So
this
now I'm
goes in
just
here,
gonna-
right?
Actually, I just like fold it right here so
Look,
that the
let me
flowers
let
go.
Samara-
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I
Oh,
just
it's the
frame it
whole
like
thing.
this.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to wrap it in cellophane, which I'm going to crisscross as well.
Okay.
And once I do that, I'm going to bring it up.
This is what makes Lee's Flowers just so special. Of course, Lee's is decades-long history in the district, 2 locations in D.C. It's a Black-owned business, and we honor the longevity in the community that your family has had, and of course,
you.
this beauty. So
Thank you so much.
this is how, and when you're done, please present it to me as if I have just won a pageant. when you're
Absolutely.
done.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, thank you.
Miss America
Thank you
presenting.
so much. This is Samara Banks. Thank you so much. And this is Lee's Flowers. I appreciate you.
Thank you. We
Okay.
appreciate you.
Go visit Lee's. Okay, yeah. But what might be even better? A shared experience. Arlington's Museum of Contemporary Art hosts weekly wellness events, including meditation sessions, art making lessons, sound baths, and more at Met Park. And this week, dozens of people learned Qi Gong. That's the Chinese practice that combines light movements and breathing techniques to help you find your center. And MOCA's Public Programs Manager, Sarah Loden, and MOCA's Executive Director, Catherine Anchin, join us now in studio to talk more about their upcoming events. Thank you for coming in, both
Thanks
of
for
you.
having us.
So this is kind of like, you know, tapping your head and rubbing your, I'm going to ask you to create
Yes,
as we
okay.
speak.
No pressure.
Okay, so you've been hosting wellness events all month long. Let me ask you first, Katie, what has the impact been on the community?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, we know that there's so many studies talking about the connection between mental health and art activities. And so for us to be able to offer wellness programming at our second location, our innovation studio and store for the community has been phenomenal.
My goodness. And the reaction from visitors who come and people who take part?
They love it. They keep coming back for more.
Yeah. How do you choose the programming here of what exactly you'll do? Because it's a pretty wide variety from like Qigong to painting. How do you come up with the different things that you're going to do?
We love experimenting, and you know, Sarah does a great job of talking to the community and finding out where people's interests lie, and creating an environment where people can experiment safely without
Right.
feeling intimidated.
Right. Community.
Yeah.
Community. Let's go back to the Qigong for a moment, because you said most people might think of Tai Chi instead, because I'm very familiar with that. But can you just talk about what that experience was like for people who attended?
It's grounding. Yeah, it really requires, or what it asks of people is to slow down,
Right.
which is such a meaningful thing to do.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Every day.
Okay. And what's next? What is next? I know you probably have a full calendar.
Yeah, actually in November, one of the things we're experimenting with is a give thanks meditation, and it's going to be in Met Park, and everyone will have headphones, and we're featuring work of a sound artist who is going to create binaural beats for everyone to be meditating together out in the open space.
So how do we get involved? Are these events that we sign up for? Are they very expensive? Are they not very expensive? How does that look?
Yeah, we post all of our programming on our website or on Eventbrite.
Okay.
And our Wellness Wednesdays are very low cost. So
Okay.
most of the activities are about $20.
Right. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we find a lot of people are treating it as a date night, which is really fun to see.
So you mentioned November.
Yep.
On the 22nd, there's a Reiki workshop. Is that right?
Yeah, we have a couple sound baths coming up. So on the 22nd, it will be Reiki and restorative sound bath together. And then on the 29th is just a crystal sound bath, which will be hosted in the Innovation Studio space in National Landing.
Right. You know, it's funny, as we sit here during a government shutdown, it's currently day 15 of it all. It seems to me that events like this are needed more than ever.
Yeah.
Can you just speak to that for a second about the healing nature of community, art, you know, creative-based events where we slow down?
What's so great about art and art museums, right, is they're places of inspiration. And what we try and do is welcome you in, making sure that the community in National Landing know that this is a center where they can go and unwind, meet new people, and just breathe a little bit.
Right.
And do something different.
Right, just breathe. And now might be a time to slow down and breathe, especially.
Yeah.
Katie, Ann, thank you so much for joining us. And the website, or you said Eventbrite, and how else can we get involved here?
Yeah, mocaarlington.org, so
Okay.
it's MOCA arlington.org.
All right. Thank you both.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay. I feel my blood pressure has gone down 10 points already. Well, sometimes, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Sometimes an experience isn't enough to share your love. Good Counsel High School threw an epic party for one of their staff members to remind Mario he is just that guy. Our Sean Martinelli takes us to Olney, Maryland to get to the heart of it.
How many more?
At Good Counsel High School in Olney, Maryland,
2 after that?
guests arrived by the hundreds. They brought pomp and circumstance to a celebration fit for a president, only to be graced by the presence of a king. Yes, that crown's plastic. But around here, Mario Gonzalez is royalty. Pop by the school any day and ask any student.
He's the guy. He's that guy. He's Mario.
All right. He's always in the lunchroom. This is his spot, pretty much.
Billy.
I love Mario. Yeah, like he's just amazing.
Those words describe a man whose own language is limited. But Mario's power comes from his actions.
Hey, Gabby. How's good?
You good?
His smiles touch everyone.
How's good?
Whether you're still in school
That's fine. That's fine.
or on the staff.
I want to be like Mario.
Hey, baby.
From teachers
He's here part-time now, but if he could, he would probably be here all 5 days, all 7 days.
How's good?
all the way to administration.
He just loves being around the kids, and he loves everybody.
You good?
And that's the thing, is they all love him back because of it.
How you doing?
Though few here know the story behind this maintenance majesty.
Yeah.
Kathy Pajaro is Mario's niece.
He was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at birth.
And the doctor's prognosis was grim.
I told my grandmother that he wouldn't live very long, and if he did, he wouldn't have a very great quality of life.
Mario proved them wrong when he came to the U.S. with his family from Guatemala, when he got a job here some 40 years ago, when he pushed his way into the hearts of people like Jen Cabigas.
And that partly inspired my husband and I to adopt our daughter from Guatemala. This is a picture of Mario welcoming our daughter Soleil when we first adopted her from Guatemala.
That toddler's now all grown up.
I'm a senior this year.
Today, Soleil calls Mario an uncle and a hero.
His birth story, the doctors were saying he wasn't going to make it and stuff like that. It's really inspiring to see someone come out of that and just, really embrace life the way he does.
Which brings us back to that celebration.
Mario, you know we love you, right?
In honor of his 70th birthday, Good Counsel threw a Mario Fest.
Thank you. Bye.
7 decades after doctors said he would die, Mario fully lived
You happy?
Yeah.
every moment.
The fact that my uncle was able to have this incredibly fulfilling life with all this joy and love, people who made him feel special, it's been a really beautiful thing to see.
And in Mario's case, to feel.
She's great with Mario.
Hi, Mario.
Él también la quiere mucho. Él la ama mucho.
Under those Friday night lights,
Please welcome to the field, Mario Gonzalez.
this lunchroom king shined brighter than ever before. Some people are born into royalty. Mario Gonzalez earned his crown with little more than a cleaning cloth and kindness.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We love Mario. You know, my daughter was a Good Counsel student her freshman
Really?
and sophomore
She was?
year.
Okay.
And when the story first aired, I said, "Do you know Mr. Mario?" And she's like, "Everybody
Yeah,
knows
how
Mr.
could she
Mario."
not know Mario?
Right. His story is incredible. But what was that thing that stuck out to you, Sean, when you were there?
Yeah, this was a guy, when he was born, doctors said he wouldn't even survive.
Right.
Right, and then he goes on, comes here from Guatemala, lives this incredibly simple life where he touched so many people,
Right.
like your daughter,
Yes.
in simple but profound ways. And, that somebody went and adopted their own child, one of the teachers from Guatemala, because of Mario.
Just incredible.
His impact will last generations.
Right. What do you think that the students get there? Because, school is hard and they have their friends and, Good Counsel has that great football team, all of
Yeah.
it. What do you think the impact is on the kids that come in contact with him?
I think that he's somebody that, even though he can't communicate like the rest of us all the time, he makes them feel seen in so many ways.
Right.
And Good Counsel, they actually established a scholarship in his honor. So it will ensure that future generations get the chance to go to that school in his name. So when he retires, when that day comes, which I hope it's not anytime soon, his impact will last for a lot longer.
Right. And that's what you do. Show us these everyday heroes
Yeah.
that change the world. Sean Martinelli, thank you.
Thanks.
I know you're busy, so I appreciate you. All right, well, coming up, how adding salsa to your relationship could help you and your partner feel muy bueno. Welcome back in to Get Uplifted. Your love life isn't ever simple, right? Sometimes it can be messy, other times it's great, and often it's comical. Carly Hogan Bruin is known on TikTok as the Hinge Girl. She makes videos talking about her love life in DC. And as you can probably guess, some of those videos are downright funny.
We are back, baby. We are back. We're back. Classic. We are back.
Carly also founded DC Gals. That's the popular social group for girls and young women, I'll say, in their 20s living in the DMV to help them, I should say, make friends. And of course, we're happy Carly is back with us in studio to talk about an event she's hosting to get you closer to saying, I love you to that special someone. Carly, you're an old friend of the show at this point.
I know.
Happy to see you.
I love being back, so thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Before we get into how you're helping others find their Juliet or Romeo, what have you, how's your life going? How's dating? Are you still okay with being the Hinge Girl? Like, how is that?
I feel like it's been a year of me being the Hinge Girl.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll go to a bar and people will be like, oh my gosh, you're the dating in DC girl.
Yeah.
And I do love it.
Yes.
But it is so hard out there to date and find the perfect person.
It's no easier.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like my standards just keep going up and I know what I deserve. So that's like the good thing, but no, it's still really hard.
Okay. Well, we're still, one day you're going to come in and you're going to be like,
hopefully, I hope I have a ring on my finger at some point.
I love that. All right, so tell us about this event that you're hosting.
Yeah, November 7th at Salazar. We will be hosting a speed dating event. Last time we had 120 people show up.
Wow.
A split between 60 girls and 60 guys. It was so fun. A lot of couples are still in touch. I was in Navy Yard last month and a couple has been together for 4 months. And we set them up. So it's honestly so great to see and I'm so excited to host another event with my co-host Paige Chesler, who runs DC Gals with me. So I'm so excited.
Have you picked up any tips along the way? Because often, just because maybe you haven't found that Mr. Right yet, there's some tips or things that you won't stand for or things that maybe, have you any tips to pass on?
I just know that you have to stand true to who you are. You know what you deserve. You know what you want in life. I'm so goal-oriented, and I know that person has to be career and goal-oriented and want to just take care of me and be like my best friend. So I know I deserve, and I know every girl out there and guy deserves that special someone.
I love that. Okay, and now as far as the DC Gals, anything new coming up? How's the community going?
We're at 4,200 people, I think, at this point. When I first got on the show, I think we're at like 2,000.
Yes.
So it's growing every single day. We host weekly events. I just did hot yoga on the mall last week, and we had like 30 girls show up. Every week we host something. We have like a paint and sip coming up soon. All the tickets are in our bio on Instagram. It's just so fun to see this community grow and work alongside Paige. It's just so awesome.
I love that so much. Okay, now so for me, it's like while you're looking for that, Mr. or Ms. Right, that self-love piece.
Oh my gosh.
Community piece. It seems to be like so important. And for me, that's like the secret to the success as far as DC Gals. What would you say it is as far as the impact on the members of DC Gals?
Oh my gosh, all these girls are just building themselves up with other people in the community. I just ran into 2 girls in the group who are now roommates because they went through DC Gals. So everyone is just there for each other. People want to make friends. I've learned so much about myself this past year just by putting myself first, but also getting closer to my friends, and my friendships have never been stronger than they are now. And I think it just goes to show that girls in this community want to make friends and be there for each other, and guys are not our main priority.
Okay, I love that so much already. So, of course, on TikTok, how can we find you?
Carly Hogan on TikTok with 4 N's, and then Carly Ella on Instagram.
Okay, you're so delightful. Thank you for joining us again.
Me.
Okay,
I love being here.
Continued success to you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, salsa is known for being a very romantic style of dance. Have you tried salsa?
I have not.
Okay, that's maybe the next event. And a local salsa studio is helping to kick off those feelings. Salsa with Sylvia hosts speed dating events too, as well as group salsa parties. And 2 of the studio's instructors joined us during the start of Hispanic Heritage Month to show us a preview of what you're going to see at both of these events.
La abuela se ha desatado y canta a toda voz, que esto sí que está sabroso, esto sí tiene sabor.
And speed dating events typically happen on Friday nights between 7 and 10 p.m. They vary the dates depending on age groups. Dance styles include the salsa and bachata. And if you are looking to enhance your love, bring your partner to one of their epic dance parties. They blast the music and you can just dance. You can buy tickets online at salsawithsylvia.com. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining me, and you can get your daily dose of Get Uplifted on WUSA 9 mornings. Stay uplifted.